Hello and welcome back to this game of War in the East. We've done Army Group North now. Now I've decided it's time to turn to Army Group South. And my goals here in Army Group South are to pocket this group of divisions here around Kovel. That's Kovel right there. And then punch through this area right here, east of Lvov, west of Rovno, and then head on down through Tarnopol and go all the way to the Romanian border, thus cutting off this entire group of Soviet units strung out along the Carpathian Mountains here. So all this stuff around Lvov, Stanislav, all the way down to uh, Chernovtsi. So this guy right down there. So I have seen people go as far out as the Sluch and pocket all of this as well. But that involves a huge commitment. Basically, all of Panzer Group 2 comes down and participates. Me, on the other hand, I am going to take one corps out of Panzer Group 2, and they are going south. But the rest of Panzer Group 2 will remain in Army Group Center's area of operations. So, what I want to do here, as before, is take guys in the back, like him, move them up, and have them do the first fighting, while the guys up front save their movement points to move as far east as possible. So, and this guy right here, it's not a town, but it's a rough hex, rough terrain, is in my way. He exerts zone of control around here that would slow my units down. I mean, I guess I could go up north around him, but I want to get him out of the way. And also, I kind of have a philosophy. I've seen a lot of people just put, regiments along this line here, along, stretching from the Carpathians up to the Bug River, uh, and just kind of doing a holding action. I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of the Soviet border fortifications, so that mopping up these pockets will go faster, because otherwise the Soviets can just go and reinforce their border forts where they already have forts, making it much more tough on turn 2 to get rid of Soviet Union. So I want to get rid of all of this border fortification stuff. And so this guy right here, almost directly north of Lvov, he's got to go because he exerts zone of control on 3 different divisions here. And of course it costs 1 movement point to move out of his zone of control. It's not a movement point I want to pay. I want him gone, and I want him gone as well. So, to get rid of this guy right here, we're going to start with the 17th Army. And I really don't like Stupnagel here. I just think he's just not that good. He's one of the worst army commanders you got. Infantry 5, morale 4, initiative 5. This guy is like, whatever. You're not all that great. So we're going to get rid of you. And we are going to replace you with Albert Kesselring, who is currently in command of Luftflotte too, but he's already done his job in wiping out the Soviet Air Force. So now he can turn his attention. You see, he's got really good stats, good morale, good initiative, good administrative. He's not good with mechanized stuff. That's fine. The 17th Army is not a mechanized army, and fairly good with infantry. So we are going to put him in charge of 17th Army. All right, and so, okay. So the idea is to get rid of this guy, and what we're going to do, first off, this corps is a little bit overloaded. He's got 10 command points. He's got basically 5 divisions under his command. He doesn't need 5. How good is he? He's nothing special. All right, we're going to take that division and move it over here. So it's going to be going to the 44th Corps. So you are going to 44. Now I've only got 17 admin points left. Oh, terrible. All right, so keeping with our philosophy of this guy is going to, I believe I'm going to, yeah, he's going to go with 55 Corps. So he's going to go this way. This guy, on the other hand, is going to come down here. And what does this corps have? He's got plenty of stuff. He's got, oh, look at that. He's even got Flampanzer. He's got siege mortars, Stug battalion. He's got a lot. So, and what is his infantry like? 6. All right, cool. All right, now let's go over here. Nope, you. And you are going to, let's hasty attack that one. And hasty attack that one. All right. The idea is we're going to take him out, and that'll allow us to bring somebody over to take him out. All right. But first, however, I need to move him because of his zone of control influence. So, take this corps here. The 49th Mountain Corps. You're going to get added to the 49th Mountain Corps. Alright, and look at his combat value go up. Goes from 12 to 15. Alright, so now you're going to go down here. And you are going to go down here. Alright. 35. So about 17 to 8. That's a little bit dicey there. Oh, and this guy's not all that great. What could we assign if we wanted to assign something? I wonder where this guy is coming from. So I'm not sure. Is that the heavy Werfer from Army level? Yeah, it would be coming from the Army level. Yeah, I think it's worth it to, let's get that heavy Werfer. Let's down to 0. All right, let's take that. Let's take a mixed flak battalion. All right. And I still think it's a little bit dicey here. So I'm going to bring in this infantry division here. Alright, so now that's worth about 29. So that's plenty. Alright, go. Well, I'm glad we added that extra division, because it's only 3.5 to 1 odds. Alright. Now, how much do we need for this guy? Just 2 divisions, I think. That would be 32 down to 15. Yeah, that's plenty. All right, so you two guys attack. Oh, I'm gonna need them all. Of course, both of these divisions were involved in combat already, so they've already, yeah, their supply level has dropped, and they're tired, and they've lost a lot of troops, so we're gonna go with a hasty attack. And they retreated. And I don't need what's kind of, it's clear. 16 is 29 divided by 2 is about 14, 15. I may regret it if I don't use all 3. And in fact, what I want to do here, I think, let's get rid of that. Let's bring their boss here. Does their boss have anything attached? No. That's alright. Although maybe their boss should have something attached. Let's give them one of those. And this is coming from Army Group South. Machine Gun Battalion? No. Save him for somebody else. You go here. Deliberate attack on that guy. Uh-oh. Arr. Saw that reserve division coming in. Oh no. Well, yeah, he got the crap beat out of him. So, how many people did he lose? 96. All right, well, so much for that. We are going to go back to these guys and hasty attack. Alright, all these guys down here. Now, I don't need all of y'all. Alright, so that's an NKVD border regiment and a division. They're worth 2. We're still in range. Still in range. Alright. Let's see. And that's 2 rifle divisions. Well, I think we want to get him out of the way first before he does anything else. So, all this was to free up that hex right there. So that these guys could attack him. In particular, those two. What have you got assigned? Yeah, you got plenty of nice stuff. Yeah, you got all kinds of goodies. Alright, deliberate attack. Alright, that's good. Now, one of these guys I want to split up into regiments. And the other one I want to keep moving south. Let's move him south. You are going to split up into regiments. Ooh. Only 1 point. That would mean a hasty attack. Yeah. I think we could do it. I also want to occupy these hexes here to free up this rail line that these guys are sitting on. Because if you look right now, this rail line's unusable. And I want to repair that right there to make that usable. And I don't want these rail hexes to be threatened by the Soviets. I don't want them so that I have to repair them. Alright, so... Okay, here we go. Did it. Alright, goody goody. Now this guy, I want to move him in here. I'm not going to be able to move him in until that guy's cleared out there. So let's take this guy here. Well, I don't have to move them right now. Yeah, let's, okay, I moved you south for a reason. Detection level 10, so it's 10 to 1. Let's move you. Alright, thank you. Now, these guys. Let's see. Let's use 2 guys here. Another sad airbase. And he's probably even sadder now. Probably suffering from all kinds of trauma. Poor guy. Let's see. Well, I mean, we're right on the border here. 7 to 2. It's 3 to 1. They've been kind of beat up. Or 5 to 2. Oh, can we do it? It's clear terrain. And I got plenty of support behind me. Yep, I got lots of support. So I'm trying to preserve some movement points here. He's got the lowest number of movement points, 97th light. So let's see if he can't do it on his own. He did. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Move here. And where the security division failed, you will succeed. And you did. Everybody's so proud of you. Alright, you guys move down here. We are still in range. What's our detection level? It's clear. And, oh, there's just one division. The others are headquarters units. And it would be very useful to take them down. We're going to use both divisions. So that'd be 15 against 4, yeah. Shall we do it? Yeah, we do. Okay, the rifle division retreated. Wow. What happened there? Wow. He must have retreated on top of somebody else that was already there. What do we got here? Couple rifle divisions. Oh yeah, you can both go. One guy routed, and the other guy retreated. Alright, so he is already done, but this guy can move. Let's move him there. Try to keep these guys from getting together with each other. Boy, that's a lot of combat power there. Now this guy, well, what about these guys? Let's move them down there. You can take him down. You don't have very many movement points, so you're not going very much farther anyway. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it. I wanted him to go down below the Dniester here. Well, now let's take both of these guys. 36 is 18. It's about 3 to 1. We are in range. Yes, we are. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Hooray! We still defeated him. And he retreated, okay, over here. So he retreated over there, which is great. Thank you. So let's take our lowest movement point guy here. And you've still got 8 movement points. Yep. Great. Wonderful. Let's start moving. Oh, you're still part of... Yeah, let's, you're part of that corps there. If I move him there, he can keep going. He could go another... How many hexes? There's 2 points per hex. So he could go all the way there. That's the furthest I can get any unit. So let's do it. And let's take let's go here. All right. So that corps has now moved. And everybody's in support range. I don't want to move too far because burn up a bunch of trucks. And I'm closer to supply sources here, although a few hexes won't matter. All right. So now these guys can. Where can you go? You can go here. And then do an attack, and then that's all you can do. But it would get out of the way of this guy here. Let's do that. Oh my goodness, really? Still, you can do it. You can do it. I told you you can do it. But the problem is, how far can you go? If he wasn't there, you could go to here. Versus, how far can you go? Not much difference. Oh, no, there is a difference. He could make it to here, and that guy couldn't, so you are coming in. I cannot do a deliberate attack. Who's over here? Well, we could have a cross-corps attack. Although I kind of want to move him up here. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I'd much rather do that. Right, let's split him up. And then this guy is going to go over to that hex there when we can get there. Because right now, it'll be 4. Yeah, he can get into that hex. All right. Do we need to attack this guy? Well, there's a corps headquarters there. It'd be useful to displace him. Or not. I could move this guy. He could go here. All the way here. If he goes here, then he's got to pay to get across the river, as well as move out of zone of control. He's worth 23. That'd be 36. I want this guy off of the rough terrain. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, we're all in. Oh, great. Wonderful. Everybody's within headquarters support. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. Can you get back across the river? You can. Should you get back across the river? We probably should just stay where we're at. I'm going to use them in the attack on Lvov next turn. Look how strong Lvov is. My goodness. Anyway. Okay, so that... Is everybody in command range? They are. How much stuff do you have? Bunch of construction stuff, but nothing much else. Let's get you right here in the thick of things, so you can support everybody. Maximum of 3 hexes from anybody. Let's put you right in the thick of things. Recon units down there too. Alright. Now, I think what we want to do, I want to move him over here. And he could just stay where he's at. Alright. So, now we freed up this guy. Now I should look at getting rid of him. And let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, 55 core. So you're going to join 55 core. Alright. And you're going to come up here. Get this guy out of the way. Alright, 55 core is going to work on this guy here. Alright. You know what? These Stukas have not been used. All that airfield attacking I did, and look at us. They hardly got used at all. Let's hit this guy. What? Oh. Oh, I can't. I can't change it. Ah. I didn't think I'd be... Oh, well. Oh, well. I didn't think I'd be ground attacking, but I didn't realize these Stukas hadn't been used very much. Alright. 21. That's not cool. Let's bring up this guy here. I'll make it 48. Or 47, as the case may be. How much stuff do you got? You don't have anything. Why don't you have anything? Machine gun, Verfer, Pioneer, mixed flak. Get the howitzer out. Get another one of those mixed flaks. My God. You don't have anything. The hell? What about you? Do you got anything? Alright, well, at least you got some artillery. Let's give you a mixed flak. Let's give you another one. Alright. Now, 47, that's kind of 2 to 1. But since we're going to go in with 55 core, this is mainly 55 core operation. And we have a 55 core guy here. Now he's going to be attacking across the river, but I'm going to have 3 divisions here who are not attacking across the river. Wow. Overkill much? My goodness. Holy crap. 13 to 1. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Wow. All right. 55 core is... Okay. 12, 8. 13. So 55 core still has a decent amount of movement points. No, this guy's got almost none. He's got only 2. So he's got to take part in an attack on him. So let's make this a 55 core operation. This would be 28. That'd be 14. Oh, it's not enough. Unless we took that guy there and did a deliberate attack. Yep. I'm going to do that. All right. Thank you. All right. You can only go there or there. Well, we're heading east. Although they put somebody in my way, but I don't think I'm going to need that many people. Meanwhile, this regiment... I've been waiting to stick you over there. It's about time you got there. All right. 55 core. What can you do for me? 15, let's call it 14, 7 against 2. Yep. I think we can do that. More 55 core. 17, so that'd be about 8. 8 against 3. 8 against 3. It's less than 3 to 1, more than 2 to 1. Do it. Well, I probably should have gone there. I don't want them going up like this direction. I'd prefer them going, I guess it doesn't matter that much. Die already. Look at you. You're in bad, bad shape. Run home to Mummy. You still are not running home to Mummy. Well, that pretty much does for 55 core. All right. Now, can head as far east as possible. Who? You. Look at you. 44th Corps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be in headquarters support range. And move him aside. I don't think we need to mess with him any further. Go home. I guess we're going to use this corps to hold our northern flank of the breach. I think 44th Corps. How you doing? Now, this guy's got quite a bit of movement points. Well, where can you go? Can either move you down there and you can hold this flank, or I can move you up here. I want to get rid of these border forts here and move these guys into the pocket, which actually says I don't need to actually do anything about him. I don't really need to worry about this guy. And I don't really necessarily need to worry about him, but I do want to get this guy out of there, out of those forts. And I can't do it with you anyway, which kind of argues that this guy should not be used to clear that out. No, I don't think so. So, based on that, since you can go here, let's go here. Yeah, that's a really strong unit. Alright, and the other part of 44 Corps can like to put him here and attack that guy. I want to do two things at once, and I can't really do two things at once with him. If I go here, one regiment might work. Well, I could just use somebody else. Who else could I use? Well, this corps here. Yeah, that corps can go into that thing. So, let's go here. Alright, so this is the southern flank of my pocket that I'm forming. Now, what about the northern flank? Well, it's going to be this group here. And they have a pretty crappy commander. This Kleint's guy. Werner Kleint's. Doesn't cost very much to get rid of him. Could put in Modal. Modal is really good with infantry. He's also good with armor. You see, there's a bunch of people that are okay with armor too. I'm thinking Nobelsdorf. Yeah, Nobelsdorf looks pretty good. Let's save Modal. I don't know where. I'm thinking about a Panzer Corps. I might stick him in. Even though he's actually better with infantry. But he's still good with panzers too. I mean, Manstein's better than him on. I mean, no, he's better than Manstein on infantry. And there's really not anybody else that's better than him on infantry. He is tops as far as armor. However, Manstein's better. This guy is at least his equal. There are a bunch of guys that are at least, and they're all already commanding Panzer Corps. There are a bunch of guys. Well, here's somebody. All right, I'm going to save Modal. Let's go here. It'll cost me extra point. He would only cost 1 extra point. This guy costs 2 extra points, but let's go with him. All right. All right. I want to get you out of. So who is no? 29th Corps. I want to get him out of the border fort. What all you guys got here? Yeah, you got plenty of stuff. I could give you one of these, give you some extra flak. Let's do that. Alright. Deliberate attack time. Wow. A lot better than I thought we would. Alright. So I want this corps. What is it? 17th Corps to help hold both the western, southwestern, and northwestern parts of the pocket I'm forming right here. Somebody's got to take him down. How much effort do we need to expend to take him down? Let's see. You've used 8. I could stick you. If I do that. Yeah, we want to split you, I think. Well, I'd like to split everybody. No, I mean, I don't, but I have enough room to split him. If I move him there, Let's move there. Thank you. Actually, you're not in a good place. You're not where I want you to be. I wanted you to maybe go there or something. This guy, I think I'm going to split. Oh, is it really that bad? You cannot make it to there? Really? Seriously? Well, we're kind of stuck. I wanted to split you and have 3 regiments right across there. But that's not going to happen. Well, I can move him back. Maybe. Easier said than done. You're in support range. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. And so if I move here, yeah, that's cool. All right. Now we need to start forming the northern end of this pocket. Let's go here. Can you take him? I don't know. Can you take him? Can you do it? No, not. How bad was it? He hardly lost anybody. All right, you cannot take him. Okay, okay. You can't take him. You can't take him. All right, and I want to move him out as well. That's probably enough. Well, I don't know. We won't worry about that right now. All right, so finally, the last of 6 corps. Now, wait a minute, this guy here. Oh, what about you? You have got to go. You have got to go. Guy will not die. He's down to half strength. He's down to 50% strength. And he keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. Oh, well, that's not going to do us any good. He's still fighting. This guy is amazing. You are all Order of Lenin heroes. Heroes of the Soviet Union. Well, it's going to have to be you. And I'm going to put you there. My upcoming attack needs to move these guys out of the way for the armor, which will mean my flank is along this line here. So I'm moving this infantry division from the 48th Panzer Corps down to there. And I actually I'll have one movement point for helping out whoever's coming down here to attack that guy. But first, finally, the dude routes. Still, you guys are heroes of the Soviet Union. Order of Lenin, all that jazz. You get it all. Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. But yeah, I still have one movement point that I can be used in a hasty attack against this guy. Oh, if I want to do that. I might. We'll see. Finally. Well, we have not cut off the north here. I need to get around. I think this guy's in the way of me getting around. Yeah, he's kind of in the way of me getting it because I want to move him down this way. And this guy's kind of in the way. Mainly because of his zone of control. So we are going to... And he's still kind of in the way. Although it does help him start forming the northern flank of the pocket. Afraid if I tap this guy, he's just gonna rout. Yeah, let's do it. He only retreated. Cool. Cool. Which frees him up to come on down here. Or to go here and do another deliberate attack. Do it. Do it. I want this guy out of my way. And he's still not out. Oh, you got in there. Really? I don't think you're that powerful. These guys won't cooperate. They're going the wrong way. They just won't. I don't care. We're coming down. We're going this way. No, we're going that way. Yeah, I didn't think so. is 9. Better assign something to that. I don't think we're going to need some help. Let's get a pioneer. A flak battalion. Let's get a machine gun battalion. Let's beef them up a little bit. Oh man. Are we not going to be able to pocket these guys? We may not be able to pocket them. I don't know. Oh well, I don't think we're going to pocket them. Could bring in Großdeutschland. Because this is the corps I was going to bring down south anyway. Let's bring in Großdeutschland. So where can Großdeutschland go? Nowhere. But he can go here. So they're not really pocketed. But they are kind of zona controlled. So I did not achieve my pocket there that I wanted to achieve. All right. Do you think he could reach? Let's back up a hex. Where are all your peoples? Where are you? Oh, okay. Okay. And you? All right. Bring you in. Bring you in here. Now, how much stuff are you carrying around? Yeah. Let's bring you in. Okay. All right. So that is not all of Army Group South. Still have the panzers to go, but we've basically dealt with the infantry portion of this and setting up a breakthrough here. I did not achieve the encirclement I wanted to achieve right here and cut these guys off. Still may be able to achieve it using like a panzer division to come up, which I'm going to do. This panzer division is going to come up this way. Will he be able to, in effect, pocket all these guys? He might. I think he might be able to accomplish that. But but it's just one Panzer division because these other three are heading south for the big pocket. But anyway, that's enough for now. I don't know how long this has been, but it's been a while. So anyway, so much for Army Group South infantry. Next up, Panzers. Till then, take it easy.